everybody. It is Wednesday, about 2 o'clock in the morning, California time, 3 o'clock Arizona time. I'm on my way to the Drupa yard, pick up a load. Delivers at 5 o'clock in the morning in Fontana. Clocking to be in the yard about 4 o'clock. I still got to stop and put a little bit of fuel in, and then pick up the load, deliver it. Then I got another load in Rialto, and it picks up at 9, and that goes to Granville, Utah. I do got a student I got to pick up at the Drupa yard. I told him to meet me in the yard about 12 o'clock, so we'll see how this goes with that, and yeah. Alright everybody, so we're in the yard. We got here like at 3:55. Dropped, hooked up, got the paperwork, everything, put in my macros, boom, by 4:20. And that gave me over 40 minutes to drive 6 miles. Well, the trailer that I picked up, in the system, it's saying illegal trailer. The reason why it's saying illegal trailer is because it's saying it doesn't have any skirts. So, it has skirts on the trailer, but by them not doing, whoever's supposed to do their dang job didn't do their job. So now it is 6 minutes till 5 o'clock. This load delivers at 5 o'clock, and there's nobody in this yard, and there's nobody in West Valley right now that could fix it. Nobody could do whatever they need to do in the system to fix my loader call to where this trailer is legal. So now I'm waiting until someone that can comes in. When they come in, it's going to be after 5 o'clock. So I'm not even sure what they're going to even do now. I did everything on my end to where I was good, legit. I was going to be there on time. I was going to be there like 20 minutes earlier or so, because right up the street. Now it's going to be late. So, and they won't let you out the gate. The reason why you can't just take off is because they have a lock on the door on the trailer. One of their locks that they put on every loaded trailer that comes in the yard. They put their own enforcer lock on. Same lock like we have, but they're the only ones with the key for that lock. So when you go to the gate and they tell you you have to come back in, they don't take that lock off. So you have no choice but to turn around. So right now, I've been up since 7 o'clock yesterday morning. Yeah. So I'm gonna relax real quick, listen out for messages or whatnot, and then go from there. So, good way to start a week. Alright, so it is 9 o'clock. They tell me to come down here and they'll get me unloaded. It's like 15 after right now. I'm on the street. I called them. Oh, you were supposed to be in here at 5 o'clock this morning. So I gave them a rundown. This is what happened. And I was like, they told me if I get here, you guys will get me unloaded. So I literally woke up from a till 8:45. So this is great. Alright, so we made it to our pickup. They didn't take that load, so I rushed over there just for them to say they're not going to take it. And dispatch is like, well, CSR told us that they'll stay overtime, and we'll just pay them overtime, and they'll get you unloaded. And I'm like, well, there was no communication to where he got any info from the CSR or anything about unloading me. So didn't get unloaded. So I went back to the yard. They ended up T-calling it, and it's scheduled for tomorrow at 5 in the morning. And I'm at my load that's going to I'm at my pickup that's going to Grantsville out here in Rialto. I was told this used to be the old Toys R Us warehouse. So this is my first time being here. This is a dry load. So when we got here, my appointment was at 9. It's 11 o'clock right now. So there's trucks lined up, and I checked in and they gave me a door right away, but doesn't mean they're gonna load me right away. So yeah, this is where we're at. And my student texted me saying that he got to the yard early, which he got there about the same time I got here. And excuse me. And I told him I'm at my pickup, so it's whatever. But there are a couple. There's a Swift truck right there, and there's 2 more over there. And I don't know if they're in line or what the heck, because that's where you come in, and then you got to go to a door at 37 to check in on the other side of that trailer. But I don't know. Like I said, it's my first time being here, so we're just gonna see how long it's gonna take them to get us loaded. Other than that, well, bad news. Sitting in the door, like I said, just waiting to get loaded. All of a sudden, another driver on the left side of me tells me the lady inside wants to talk to me. Alright, cool. Not a big deal. Well, she goes, well, your load's been rescheduled. I don't know when it's been rescheduled, but it's been rescheduled. Or she doesn't know when. She just says it's been rescheduled. So I'm like, do you know when? And she got on the mic. She asked, and another lady said, Jasmine rescheduled it, but no date, time, nothing. It's just been rescheduled. And I'm sitting in the door, and she goes, and the lady goes, well, now, if you do me a favor, could you pull out the door and pull out to the side and call whoever you need to call, figure out, whatever. I sent a message, and I got nothing. So, I done seen like 2 Swift trucks, I think, leave, so pretty much I'm gonna leave, because I don't think they got loaded. So whoever does this Walmart account, I'm just gonna leave it alone. So I'm going to the yard, and my dispatch is at lunch right now, so yeah, fun. But let's see how far this goes. See how far this goes. So I will see you guys shortly. Alright, everybody. We are in the yard, and nothing went as planned. Nothing went as planned today, which isn't a bad thing. It's not great, but it's not bad neither. We ended up not delivering that load on time because that trailer was on a safety thing, even though it was loaded. And then as you seen, we went to pick up our load and they rescheduled it. Well, came back to the terminal, ended up talking to planner, and got stuff situated to where he took me off that load since it was rescheduled and nobody knew anything. Then when he did that, he ended up giving me a local load that delivered as soon as I got there. So as soon as I got there, we sat for like 30. I ended up getting my student too, so he ended up driving us over there. We sat for 30 minutes, and then they called us and said, well, we need you to get the trailer three quarters or more fuel. And I'm like, it's a live unload. Why do I have to leave to do that? So I ended up going to get fuel for the reefer. We came back. Then they're like, okay, well, we're going to have you drop it. All right, fine. We dropped it. And once we dropped it, we got an empty. And he already had us set up to where he wanted me to bring an empty down the street, Eastvale, at the Walmart. If you watch my videos, you know what I'm talking about. It's down the street. And just drop the empty there. And then come to the yard, and then I need to find another empty so I could pick up my load that he has me set up for, that picks up in Fontana. Oh snap. In Fontana, that goes to Grantsville, Utah. So right now it was scheduled to be picked up at 9 o'clock in the morning. They rescheduled it apparently to get picked up at 1400, so 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So other than that, my student ended up going home because he did not bring a blanket or any winter gear. He brought jackets, and he said he got boots, but he didn't bring a blanket, and he wasn't winter ready. And he lives about 2 hours away or whatever, somewhere in Bakersfield. So he just ended up going home. I told him just go home for the night since our pickup isn't until 1400. Just meet me about 12 o'clock again. So that's what we're gonna do and go from there. So that's how my first day out from leaving the house was. Can't be mad. I wasn't mad, but it was just like, so all we gotta do is wait until tomorrow, and thanks for watching.